Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to do a craft with me. I will be decorating this mini attache case that I picked up from Daiso. I've already wrapped the handle here, as you can see, with some embroidery thread that I had in my stash. There's also some goodies already in there, and I wrapped those beads with my looper tool. And I'm using the Garden Party collection for this. I've already stitched it all and measured it out. So yeah, that's what I will be using for this. I also already have a stack of ephemera and flowers and stuff that I picked out. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to use, but I have a mix of flowers here in my area to use. Some are by my girl Tay, by Monica, who's scrapping for my boys. I have the Garden Party ephemera there, some tassels, bows, butterflies, just different things from embellishment boxes that I was gifted, as well as just my personal stash. I'm also going to need some foam tape. As you can see here, I have my hot glue gun heating. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do is adhere these panels onto my little suitcase. I'm just going to snip off those extra threads that are hanging and try to figure out which one I want to be the front and which I want to be the back. I'm just looking at the stitches to see which is better. My machine was kind of wonky when I was stitching, so let's see what I choose. I'm just going to use my hot glue gun. I will link this glue gun down below. This is the main one that I've been using, and I really like it. It does have some leakage, like when it first turns on or if it sits for too long, and that just lets you know that it's hot enough for you to use, but you do have to be aware of that. I love that the stand pops up and down with the little button, and it has an on-off switch. Just perfect for me, given I have little ones around. But yeah, so I just adhered one panel on to the little suitcase, or the attache case rather. And then I am going to add the other on the other side. Alright, so now that that is done, I am going to begin playing with these different pieces of ephemera and just figuring out what goes where. I did get some glue on my fingers, so I had to go ahead and get that off really quickly. But I have these pieces from the collection, and a lot of them are big. So I'm just going to pick out some pieces, play around with placement, and then you'll see me layering. So I'm not going to talk through that. I'm just going to let you watch and see what's happening. Alright, so now I have finished up the suitcase and this is how it's looking. I used the Happy Hooray because this is a suitcase for a challenge giveaway for Tiffany, who is Knit Niece Crafts, and she reached a 500 subby milestone, so I thought that was perfect. So as you can see, I did a bunch of layering. I did cut up some of the vellum ephemera. I layered on some tiny flowers. I had to cut the mint tag a bit for it to fit on the front of the suitcase. So now I'm just clearing up my station. I decided that I would add this little tassel dangle that I had to the handle of the little suitcase. This was created by Tony, if I'm not mistaken, who's Craft Purge. It was sent to me in my challenge. So once I finish cleaning up, I'm just going to add this to the handle of that suitcase. I have these super large jump rings that I will be using, and I have to play around and figure out how I'm going to, put it on. Alright guys, so here is the finished decorated little embellishment box. As you can see, I struggled with the tassel, so I had to take the lobster clasp off and hook it directly onto that big jump ring. But here it is. I think it is quite beautiful, and I hope that Tiffany likes it. I also hope that you enjoyed watching this. Stay tuned for my VR for her to see what all is inside. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.